Can't go to jail, jumped in the shit, woman in the bail. Back to the click, then the click, never love a trick, nigga, that's stop woman, niggas from the contact on my block. Stop proving my ain't, that's why all my niggas swine. Rock the block, nigga, you high up on that clock. 60, 5 triple O, till we motherfucking die. You from Magnolia, and you bout it, throw it in the sky. In the sky, in the sky, in the sky, in the sky, in the sky.
Hello, hello? All right. Well, that sucks. I had to unplug my mic and replug it back in. Damn. That sucks, guys. My mic was, it was on, I swear to God. I don't know why it was not working, but man, that sucks. No. Sorry about that, guys. That's rough. So let's go back over the inflation numbers really quickly here. I'm highlighting them on the chart here. We came in at 3.1%. They were expecting 3.1%. So the market's really not happy right now. It's not upset. It just kind of came in right at the middle of the road, right? It came in right at the forecast, which is great to see. We have the core inflation rate also coming in right at the forecast. Now, the overall inflation rate's actually falling right now. It fell from 3.1%, or sorry, from 3.2% down to 3.1%. So it fell, but in reality, I mean, honestly, that's really not much. Now, whenever we see inflation, we can go look at other parts of the CPI reading and say, well, hey, what made inflation fall down a little bit, right? The big thing is that energy prices fell pretty good. It's saying that gasoline prices fell by 6%, while an overall decrease in energy prices was 2.3%. That's pretty big there. And now food prices, for example, actually went up 0.2%. So there's a few things there that, you know, are going to change things a little bit. Like I said, the energy, the food, etc. And obviously core inflation excludes food and energy. So that is at 4%. And the previous reading was also 4%. So that one's unchanged. Again, though, that's right at the forecast. So not bad there. And so far, the SPY's kind of falling off today. Why would it fall off? Well, inflation's not really going down the way people probably wanted them to see. So I'm really curious to see how the Federal Reserve talks tomorrow, because tomorrow in the afternoon at 2 p.m., we're getting that federal interest rate decision, and I will be going live for the event. So make sure you guys are coming back here tomorrow. I will have the stock market live side by side with Jerome Powell. And then at 2:30 p.m., he speaks right after that interest rate decision. So I'll be going live at around 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So just be ready for that. But that interest rate decision and press conference tomorrow will be much, much larger. Looking at the price action today, when the market opened, it actually opened pretty much unchanged. So now we're actually falling down a little bit, heading towards that 460 support. I will be watching 460 very, very closely now. Sean says LUV with some eyes. That's Southwest Airlines. It's looking good, up to 29.65. Walter says, let the Santa rally begin for real. For real out there. Look at LUV though. Wow, another good move by them. They are on fire lately. I'm also watching Penn Gaming today. Of course, I always watch DraftKings. How's Disney? Nothing. What about Zoom? Neo heading into Neo Day on December 23rd is going to be extremely fun. Tesla broke 235. Oh my gosh. Tesla did actually, and even lower than 235. I was waiting for like 237 to break. That's a pretty big break to the downside in its own right. And guess what, guys? Tesla's bouncing right off of the trend again. Rejecting on here. It just cannot get that good momentum to get that breakout going. Maybe it'll break out tomorrow whenever Big Daddy starts speaking. But how's Boeing? We've been watching that one a ton lately as well. It's been making new high after new high, or I should say new recent high. All right, watchless Fubo. Whoa, TTWO, guys, the makers of Grand Theft Auto are actually popping off pretty good today, up 2.3%. Oh, and they're hitting trend lines. That's pretty damn big there. TTWO. Might have to start averaging into this one, guys. I really like it. I wish I would have been getting in before it jumped up to 158. But I do like this stock quite a bit. It's bouncing on a trend line. Keep in mind, they're talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 a lot lately. There's probably a lot of hype involved with this one. Here's what I'll say. If you start to see TTWO take a bigger dip this year, you might want to start to capitalize on that dip before they start raking in the sales from GTA 6, because it's going to be a huge one. Wow, guys. Switch over to the SPY really quickly here. Just still doing nothing, just sitting here at the bottom. Looking at the SM bot, though, for some momentum this morning. And, of course, we have Tesla and Amazon puts. Or, sorry, Amazon calls. Tesla puts. Yesterday, Amazon just rode that purple trend all the way up. And what was very nice is we had that overhead resistance, and it actually broke resistance and then confirmed off of it and bounced very well to the upside. So, looks like yesterday, you know, we never got the break of the trend, so that sucked. I actually still have my alert up from yesterday. I'm going to delete that. That setup did not go the way I was looking forward to. Although, the upside setup, once it confirmed, was actually fairly good. ZOM puts are being called out by the SM bot. XOM is down quite a bit today, too. Get that watch list going again. Not a lot of stocks in the green today. Most of them are off down into the red that I'm seeing on my watch list here. NIO's now down 3%, falling back to 735. That sucks to see for them. Chewy's down. Tesla is down like 2.25%. That's pretty cool with AMD there. My mic went out again. No way. There's no way this time. Yeah, oh, it's gotta be the connection. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way this time. Unless it's my connection, but... Amazon just hit it, crossed 145, and it went up. Yeah, exactly. Amazon did do very, very well there yesterday when it broke 145. That was a big level I was watching. It just, you know, ran up there. I was really hoping that wedge would play out good to the downside, though. I think it would have been a lot more fun. Let's look at the Tesla support for Justin real quick, because it's fallen back off into that range it was in the past few weeks again. Go to the 5-minute chart. Big support here at 234 and like right at 233, 234. Man, it's hard to say with Tesla because some of these wicks extend all the way down to like 232. So I like 234, but then at the same time, 232 is a pretty big area as well. It's also like that up here at the top for me, like 244 and then 246. Like, it's like, sure, you know, both of those levels are pretty darn huge. I've seen that with channels quite a bit where the upper range, there's like a little gap right there. Just like right around the support and the resistance. AVGO, I forgot to look at that one today. Avgo, continuing again, 1,043 right now, up 1.4%. Look at the daily chart. Big green candle coming in again. Big green. This is like the Hulk right here. Hulk smash with Avgo. Damn, Broadcom. That is something else. How's WBD? Nothing really crazy. What about MGM? Okay. Pen again on the daily. Nothing. The movement compared to yesterday, though, is so negligible. There's like nothing going on. All right, Surge. What are we looking at here? NVIDIA on the bullish side of the Surge bot. Nice, yeah, NVIDIA, nice recovery candle today. So far, looking good. Right up to 470, though, which sucks. It's hitting resistance. Tesla bearish here on surge. Watch 234 support. Walter said E3 just said it's closed. What's closed? ARM, Jonathan. ARM Holdings. Let's see the daily on this one. Yeah, I mean, up quite a bit. It's ARM. It's a newer IPO. They fell off at first. Now they're coming back. Looking pretty good with the tech stocks, I guess. But intraday today, it's starting to come back down now. It started a pretty good uptrend, though, so hopefully this dip is just a small dip and then it recovers back up and then some. That would be nice. But yeah, guys, it was pretty nuts this morning. That inflation data came in right around the expectations, and the market just hasn't really reacted well to it. You know, we go look at SPY, and I feel like the SPY hasn't really reacted to the data really much at all. It moved up a little bit at first and then right back down, so kind of like mixed here on the data. Very mixed and weird. How's silver? Xbox asked earlier, do I see silver going lower before a bounce at support? Yeah, I do actually. I think silver's gonna... Oh, hang on, I'm on the weekly. My bad, I misclicked. Yeah, silver looks like it's pretty bearish right now. I will say there's big support, though, at like $20.50. So if 20.50 holds up as support, that could be pretty good. I'll definitely be eyeing that area up. After that, I'm really going to watch like 19.50 to 19. 20 doesn't seem like it has too much price action there. I mean, oh, I lied. It does. It bounced quite a bit there. Right at 20 bucks. I'm gonna have to actually add that onto the chart. It's so big. Yeah, like 20 bucks, $20.50 here on SLV. Somewhere between there will be big support. So yeah, I think it can fall down a little bit more. But what I'll say is it's fallen down quite a bit here. Quite a bit. Man, some people really just were acting like silver and gold were just gonna go up forever. I was like, man, I've never seen some of you be so bullish on something. E3 is a gaming show. Yes. Yes, sir. I thought that's what you meant. And then for a second, I thought maybe you meant like an E3 in the army or the military. And I was like, oh, no. Now I'm real confused. But yeah, E3, so you're talking about Grand Theft Auto, the TTWO? What's closed, though? Like, I'm kind of confused what you mean by that. WMT, Daniel said, Walmart. Yeah, let's see the daily for Walmart. Wally World, they call it. Pretty rough with Walmart, actually. The daily, it's rough. The intraday chart's rough. Like, boy, Walmart's looking terrible here in the short term. Boeing is actually starting to come up off of its lows here this morning, looking fairly decent. I like this setup here. Looks like they could end up, you know, holding. They're holding that high of yesterday as support. This actually looks pretty fire here, guys. Like a triple bottom. Boeing, they've been doing nothing but go up lately, so maybe they'll just keep the streak going, you know? That'd be nice. It'd be really cool if they could keep the streak going all the way up to like 257 or 255. That would be really nice, but I like that setup here today. I'm gonna draw out some arrows to kind of show these supports and resistances here. Man, it's nice. Pretty perfect, actually. Oh, E3 tweeted goodbye on Twitter that the convention is never coming back. What? Ah, okay, well, I guess people are only gonna care about like CES and stuff now. That sucks, guys. That's sad. Weird, guys, weird. That's sad to see. What do you think of Meta calls today? Man, I'm sitting here thinking, like, I've watched so many E3s over the years. What else is there? Meta's looking awesome here, Jane. What do I think of the calls? Let's see. Man, I mean, it is... Jane, besides the fact that it's about to hit resistance around 328, it's awesome. It looks great. It's getting some momentum. It's breaking above some nice resistance from yesterday. It looks good. It looks really good. It's just 328's a pretty big resistance. I would love to see Meta, though, get to 330, but 328 is a slight worry here, as it could make it slow down quite a bit. How's Boeing still looking? Okay. Is Oxy dropping more to the acquisition in debt, or because of the market? It was running nice yesterday, now it dropped. Let me look. I haven't... Was there some big Oxy news or something? Listen to this. Here, let's watch this real quick, guys, on oil. I think you guys will like this.
Let's talk about it on set. For Energy Aspects founder and director of research, Dr. Amrita Sen, normally based in Europe, so we're glad that you're rolling through, Amrita. Thank you for coming on.
So happy to be here.
It's amazing to me that we've got, on paper, a couple million barrels per day in OPEC cuts, and the market doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, I think that's the real challenge right now, is getting the market to understand. Look, OPEC is going to deliver the cuts. Prince Abdulaziz is very, very certain and very particular about highlighting he doesn't want stock builds. OPEC Plus as a whole don't want stock builds in Q1 and Q2, and I really do think the market should take that seriously. Now, having said that, the real, and you talked about this as well, the real problem in the market has been US production. It's been surging in the last few months, not the first half of the year. And the last few months, and it's funny, we actually put out a note on this today, and I happen to be on your show now talking about this exact thing when Oxy's taken over Crown Rock. What is fascinating is that when we go around talking to our clients, US producers, midstream companies, producers always say, oh, we're not going to grow production very much. Yeah. Midstream companies are like, of course they're going to grow production. The production numbers we're seeing today are even higher than the midstream company forecast for this year. I can't remember the last time that happened. So
why is it happening?
Yeah, but this is the interesting thing. And look, lots of theories out there. There are some productivity increases. But if you actually look through what we call duct counts, using the
drill but uncompleted
wells.
Yep.
Exactly. You know these words. If you then drill down into who's actually running down these ducts, there's a ridiculous correlation now between companies that are just about to be bought. they're surging production ahead of the takeover. So Hess...
They're getting a haircut, buying some new clothes, making themselves look good for the suitor.
But also for the suitor, I have a feeling, and remember, we don't do any equities, but my sense is for the suitor, it's also easy for them to share it, tell their shareholders, hey, by the way, look, we are buying a company that is growing. Hess was the quickest one to run down ducks in the Bakken. That's their biggest production, just before the Chevron deal. We've seen Crown Rock grow by about 12-13% this year versus Occidental's 8%. Endeavor, another company that came out today, and I think they've put forward themselves for sale again, has grown by over 20% versus all the public companies, including Occidental, who are not growing at more than 10%.
Help me, riddle me this. At the climate summit, they argued over phasing down or phasing out of fossil fuels. Those are the two phrases they fought over.
Interesting. That was pretty good. I mean, you know, they're talking a lot about OPEC production cuts. Obviously, Oxy. What was that? Crown Rock again? Yeah, Crown Rock. I mean, you know, there's all these oil companies buying other companies out there and everything. And I think that Oxy's probably down because of OPEC's production cuts and the overall price of oil rather than just, you know, it being about them, you know, acquiring that company. We go look at ZOM, it's also down a significant amount as well. So it's not like it's just like an Oxy specific thing. All of these oil stocks have been kind of falling at the same time. And crude oil prices have also been falling since the peak at 94 back in September, or the end of September, just about October. So that's interesting there, though, with crude oil, Oxy, ZOM, BP even, you know, probably down quite a bit over the past few months. Yep, same exact thing, been dipping down with the other oil stocks. Now, a lot of these stocks are back at big supports. Like ZOM's been holding up on this support for over a year now. Same thing with Oxy, and they're about to give out these supports. So it's a big watch. It's a big thing to watch right now. And just also keep in mind that whenever you zoom out and you go back to the lows from 2020, these crude oil stocks are up a ton, right? They might dip back down and start to fill these gaps a little bit before going higher, maybe in 2024 or something, or you know, later in 2024. I mean, specifically, maybe more whenever somebody friendlier to the oil and gas companies gets into presidency. Trump. Sorry, guys, I had a cough there. But once that happens, I think that these oil companies will start to come back up a little bit better. You know, for the past couple years, they've just been kind of, they rose up from COVID, and then they've just been kind of stuck now for like a year and a half straight. All right, Boeing still looking fairly good today on the 1-minute chart, having some nice price action going all over the place here. AMD's rocketing. Let's see, AMD. Xbox said FSLR. Yes, AMD, guys, is the big player here, about to hit the high of yesterday and actually break it. So let's go. Hell yeah, AMD. This is looking amazing. It's had so much bullish price action, and there's so much, I would say, like, momentum on this stock ever since we got that announcement with the new chips. I mean, this thing has done nothing but just explode here, and I love to see it. It's beautiful. Ow. You guys heard that. I just dropped my phone. Slipped on me. Yesterday was fun for me. I had to run to the doctor's office before the market closed. What happened to the guy that used to trade with you? Hey, he's still here. This is Tom, by the way. Mike is just in the Discord. You know, keep in mind he's really busy in the morning, and you know, he's not he doesn't like the, we'll say, the how would I explain this? You know, he's a much safer trader. He doesn't do a lot of the bullshit like intraday charting and, you know, plotting trend lines everywhere and stuff like that. More of a more slow type investing, which is great. You know, you guys should really learn how to like sell calls, sell puts. Man, it is so much fun to sit back and just have like a nice, like safe account, watch that money grow, just doing the wheel strategy. It is extremely beneficial to people. And hey, don't forget, tomorrow night, we are going to be having our live Q&A event. So make sure that you guys are sticking around, coming for that tomorrow. AVGO just keeps going. 1056 now. It does not stop. It is a straight up rocket ship at the moment, up 2.74%. Holy shit. That is big. Jane said, I get scared and sell when I see red. How do I fix that? Well, number one, you got to have a plan going in, right? Like, how can you just, you know, like what? You're just, do you have a plan and then you get scared and abort the plan? Or like what? Because like, you know, like let's say AVGO is running up right now. You might have to put a stop in the red here and then, you know, like put a target somewhere up here, right? And just let it go. Like, you got to have some type of plan. Now, I like to get a little bit more, how would I say this? A little bit more technical with it, I guess. We'll go look at something like Amazon right now, right? It's running to the upside a little bit. It has a nice double bottom here. Like, let's say you were going to try to buy it for a call breakout right here. You know, you're going to have a plan going in. And with that plan, I would have like a nice stop loss somewhere down here around 145.50. Maybe wait for it to break 146.30 here. As it does that, let me go look at the Amazon options chain really quick. AMZN for this week. We'll look at calls like the 147 strikes, because if we get the breakout, it'll probably run up towards 147. So I like that. Yeah, so I'll sit here. I'll get the order ready on 147. And I'll just sit here and I'll wait for Amazon to get that break. And then once you get it, bam, you know, you'll fire maybe as it gets to like 146.35 or something. You know, you'll fire the calls off. You'll leave your stop somewhere down here. Now, when I say down here, people might get confused because they'll say, well, Tom, options aren't down there. That's not the same then. Just eye it up on the chart, guys. Like, look, watch Amazon, have the sell button ready. And once it starts breaking, then just manually sell it. You might have to do that sometimes because you can't always calculate the exact options price, like what it'll be at when Amazon's at 145.50. It'll be pretty hard to calculate that out. So especially within a quick time frame like a scalp. But you gotta have a plan going in. You gotta stick to it. I mean, it's as simple as that. You gotta stick to it. I know it sounds hard. Or, you know, it sounds easier than it is, but you just got to be like a robot, you know? I pray to dog. Sorry, guys. Got a cough. What's your biggest profit in one trade if you would love to share? Man, you know what? I'm thinking, and I'm trying to think of which one is probably my biggest one. I've had a few huge ones over the years. The best one, I think, was probably on, like, some copper futures. I think I, like, let those go for, like, 15 to 20 grand profit or something one time. Pretty insane. But keep in mind, you know, swinging a lot of copper contracts, it can start to really, really add up as the futures start moving. Is there any way to set the stop loss at the actual stock price instead of the contract cost? There actually is on some platforms. You can do that. You can make that a condition on the order. So, like, if you know how to edit up orders, you can make one of the conditions, like, you could do, like, sell the contract at market when AMZN moves under 149.50 or something along those lines. That's essentially how you could possibly set that up, but I don't think all brokers do that though. Let me see what happens here. But yeah, what I generally do, like, I don't worry about any of that really, because in reality, it's not that, well, it might be for some people, like if you're busy or something, but you know, like I'll just sit there and just watch it, you know, I'll just sit there and watch the play. I'll wait for it to break under, like in this case, like the 102.90 support. Once I see the break, I just hit the sell button. You know, that's really all I do. I don't, or sometimes I'll just, you know, make my own stop loss on the option, maybe a little lower, just so I can guarantee that I'm, you know, getting the support in there. But because it's just a lot easier that way for me. I just, you know, you could just sit there and watch it, and you know, as long as you know what you're doing and you know what position you're in and you have the sell button ready and everything, you're good. I look at the chain in order to set my stop. I mean, like Jane, like the chain doesn't really tell you anything though. You know, the chain is just giving you the options pricing now. Like I would definitely, Jane, like start trying to use stop losses and throwing them like under supports and stuff, you know, like you're gonna want to like keep it under like key support levels like 102.80 or something on this one, or like, you know, if we're trading a Boeing breakout, like there's a big intraday support right down here at like 247.50, so you can maybe use that area as like a stop loss area. I think that would help a lot too, and not just you, Jane. I think that'll help everybody, because that's the main way to trade, you know, like use the price action and the charting to your advantage as much as you can. I'm thinking about getting a membership on the Discord group. What are the benefits? Hey, nice. So the benefits are pretty good. There's a lot in there. For the first month, it's only $99. So if you use code 2023, that is. So make sure you use the code, and also make sure you use my link in the chat. Helps us out. But also though, you'll just get so many things. I'll throw up the Discord here. I'm in the SM chat right now, but we'll go to market analysis, right? We scroll up a little bit. Like you get the sniper bot plays still, which are always free, but you get even more than that. You'll end up getting like yesterday. Hold on, that was the sniper bot. There's a lot of hybrid bot plays as well that come out, and they're pretty fun. Like Neo last week, another one on AMD, and you know, of course, not every single play is gonna win, but you know, you get the sniper bot day trades, hybrid bot day trades. You get access to surge bot. You get premium selling plays. You get Mike and myself's swing plays, which I enter a new swing play maybe once a month, once every couple months, something like that, so people can kind of get into some swings that way. Mike enters the swings when he feels appropriate as well. We got the unusual options that come out the same day, so you guys can fire on those before they move the next day or anything too crazy. SM bot, which is a big screener here. Of course, there's a lot of other channels like long-term stocks, education, member plays, a bunch of bonus stuff as well. So check it out. I think you'll love it for 99 bucks a month, considering everything that is in here. And of course, you can always ask us any questions you need and join up on the live Q&A events as well. Every Wednesday, those Q&A events are for premium members only. So check that out. What are your thoughts on Apple today? Let's see, Apple. I know yesterday it was kind of shitty, so let's hope it's better today. Okay, I mean, it's coming back up a little bit, up into resistance. I see like 192.75 is a decent resistance here. But Apple's kind of rejecting there, coming back down a little bit. Watch 192.40 is big support with Apple. Meta 330, what? Whoa. Jane, it got all the way up there. There we go. It broke 328 like it was nothing, and it actually consolidated at 328 a little bit as it got close, but wow, what a break there. All the way to 330. Now it's starting to come back down a little bit, but good shit. I hope you got some calls there. I love seeing that. What I also loved with Meta is that 325 support here. There was like a triple bottom if we draw the arrow. Tom, I'm worried about the sniper bot. He hasn't come out to play. I know, right? I wish he'd come out today. He might. Honestly, though, today's a bit of a weird day. I mean, there's stocks moving, but it's nothing like yesterday. I'm really glad I'm holding Love shares lately. Man, I'll tell you, Southwest Airlines has been one of the coolest stocks lately. We bought this one really low. I believe I bought the shares live on the stream one day. A couple of them anyways. Things really ripping up off of lows, bouncing off 22 to 23, really exploding here. Up to $30 now. And guys, I want to show you how big this support is. This support goes all the way back to 2001. Look at the red arrow here on the chart. 2001. That's where it had a bounce on there. It broke it in 2014. In 2020, it tested it. And then it just also retested it again. And now we're really flying back up. So love to see that. Whoever was patient and bought on support with me, let's fucking go. I know Cornish was out here talking about jets all the time. I think he might have sold his jets already, but man, I'll tell you, just holding shares of some of those from the lows has been amazing there. I love it. I only made 20 bucks, but I'm a small trader. Still don't have the guts to go big because of previous trauma. I feel you there, Jane. I feel you there. Wow, lefties love options are up 642%. Holy shit, that is huge. And Jane, it's good to trade small. What I'll say this, Jane, is start grabbing some shares, like especially if the market dips. I'm sure you do have some shares already, but you know, seriously get some shares. Like, wow, QQQ though, running up into almost the all-time high here. It's just getting pretty close. Notice how we had that big break of the channel with the NASDAQ and the SPY lately. It's done nothing but go up. Yes, sir. Well, yes, sir, and yes, ladies. Yes, ma'ams. Deleting some of those old lines there. Took that bottom on SPY for the run up, scaling out. Bookmap is second or two ahead of my platform, which is sweet. Nice, Paul Pierce. Which platform are you using? Be interested to hear that. Speaking of Bookmap, look at AMD. 135.50 is a pretty big area here on this one. Wow. Really big, actually. Had to grab a drink. I got 13% just in November off Jet. Still holding some. Nice, Sean. That's beautiful there. I might have stopped talking for a second. AMD calls. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, looking pretty good here. Running above the highs of yesterday. 135.47. I mean, it's a little bit high overall, but, you know, if you're chasing momentum, you just got to chase it. I know that sounds silly, but, you know, you would just have to buy right here and just try to scalp it real quick as it gets to like a 5, 10, 15, 20% run up. I know it sounds silly, but like, see that? See how we're like getting a candle now? You just gotta hope that that keeps going. You know, I know that sounds stupid. Like, you gotta hope it keeps going, but like literally, I mean, it's very difficult within like a few second time frame to, you know, get like a huge trade out of something like AMD, right? It'd be best now to find like a good area to break out. Like earlier, like 134.20, the break of that was nice, right around 134. Once you identified that break, you know, you could have maybe got in like somewhere like right here, and then you'd be looking to TP up here now. But, you know, like I said, you know, you enter right there, and right now, bam, you know, you'd be entering, you'd be looking to exit now already for like 5, 10, 15% on some of these weeklies, I think. Or, you know, exit half right now already, and then let the other half, you know, run up a little bit more. But see how that's like running up right now, and we had to like chase that momentum. That's kind of like what I'm talking about, like chasing the momentum. And it sucks because like you just got to hope it keeps running, but that's the name of day trading and trading momentum. You know, you got to see those big green candles. It was breaking the high of day as well on this breakout. So, you know, it kind of shows you that there's some good strength coming in. Of course, it could turn over and screw you over a little bit, but look at that momentum there going. It's beautiful. That's a momentum trade. And then you'd look to take profits probably like right now. Like I said, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20% maybe more, depending on the option. But Paul Pierce uses E-Trade, still learning Thinkorswim. Won't use it till I'm comfortable with it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, Paul. E-Trade's not bad. E-Trade's not bad at all. I don't know how to use them too much, but I do like them. Jane said, I only have long terms in the 401k, no shares and trading account. Okay. Oracle, ORCL. Man, you've been loving Oracle today, haven't you? It's sitting right at support again at 103. It's not my favorite setup. It's just been chopping around today. It had that big drop off from yesterday. I don't know. I feel like it's going to go slightly flat here. That was a big gap down on the daily. I mean, excuse me, guys. I would definitely be looking more for like a drop though than a move back up. So if anything, I'm looking for puts here on this. Yeah, it's been really choppy today though. It's like a heartbeat monitor or something. I do like this intraday support though. So like if you're looking for some puts, I'll look for a move under like 102.90, maybe 102.80. Well, if you see 102.80 break, I think entering puts there could be pretty fire. Lyft is up 2%. Second day in a row. Let's see. LYFT up to 1470. Nice, nice. That's a pretty good move. Whoa, Tesla. Tesla getting some green coming back into it. AMD. AMD. Keep going. AMD. I really like that. 136.10. Looks pretty good. Up 1.15% today. Do you think AMD is topped out? I don't know. It's looking pretty fire. It's such a good momentum play right now. But just only momentum, you know. I wouldn't hold it too long. I gotta scroll out so far to find the next big levels on AMD, man. This sucks. I'm just gonna scroll all the way back to here and just zoom in, and I'm gonna act like we're over here. God damn. Look at that lag. Alright, alright. Quit lagging. Okay. Okay, so 140 is going to be pretty big coming up, guys. I mean, I could just tell that. It's an even level. I bet you Bookmap shows that that thing is huge. Let's see. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Yeah, look at 140. 92,000 shares is stacked up there. Now, there's a lot of big levels before we get to that, but wow. Seems like we just keep breaking resistances like they're nothing lately. Like they are nothing. Nice. Jane made 46 Meow Mix pieces. Scalping Nvidia since she bought the memberships. He's green. I'm glad to hear that, Jane. Nice job scalping the NVDA for us. Good job. It's always good whenever you win your Meow Mix, you know? Let me refresh this page. This is getting laggy. What do you think about buying some SJM stocks? What is that? What is SJM? I've never heard of that. Or I feel like maybe I have. It's just been a long time. There's a really good snow cone place around me called S&J's. I know that's not what you're talking about, but do I think AMD topped out? Yeah, I mean, oh shit. Now it looks like it has. 136.20 really turned it over. Had some good momentum, though, for a little bit. Boeing starting to come back down. Yeah, I would say right now that it's about topped out on the day. I mean, I would doubt it goes up much more than this. It always can, but I doubt it. You know, the peanut butter spread. Oh! Like JM Smuckers, I see. When you said SJM stocks, like stocks, plural, I thought you meant like a grouping of stocks. And I actually was in the background and I Googled what is SJM. And apparently it means, well, I don't even want to say what it means, but I'll just bring it up so you guys can read it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Right here. No, that on a different website, though, it said it meant social justice movement or something. Social justice something, I think, or... So I thought you were going to say maybe the, I thought maybe you were going to talk about, like, the solar stocks or something, but SJM, the peanut butter company, let's see the daily. Wow. That is actually a very tempting buy right now. I actually really like this one. Nom nom. I really like it. Actually, now that I'm looking at the chart here, this is a great looking chart, and it's a pretty good company overall. Let me go check out the dividend on it. We'll just see what FinViz says on that. SJM, 3.4%, not too bad. Their sales quarter over quarter are down 12%. That sucks. Sales of 8.19 billion. Huh. This is not bad. Gross margins 33%, operating margin 15%, profit margins fallen slightly, but I like the gross margin. It's not bad. It's definitely better than Lucid's gross margin. That's funny. 200%. Negative 200%. But SJM, let's maybe look at something else like it. Let's look at like MCK. No, MKC. McCormick. There we go. MKC. You know, another type of food company or something. Gross margins, operating margins, very similar. Very, very similar. Looks a little bit better, actually, but the dividend's less. I really like that dip on SJM, though. On the daily chart here, that's actually pretty fire. What I'll say, though, is if you buy here, just be prepared to average in if it goes down, because I think that this stock is solid. It just is a long-term company, you know. I actually really like it, though. Now you're making me really want a peanut butter and jelly as well. Seriously, I'm getting hungry now. All right, Boeing at the 1 minute chart. Trying to come back. What do I think about UVXY? I actually really like UVXY. It's just the market's so resilient lately, so I can't trade it yet. But once that market starts to dip back, and trust me, I am waiting for it, because I think that we'll see a fairly decent pull back to the downside here once this nice uptrend finally slows. Like, look at how big of a pullback we had. We had a nice run up at the beginning of this year, and then once we got a little bit too high, the market pulled back by 10%, which actually made that a correction. If you didn't know, the technical term for a correction is a pullback of 10%, of at least 10%. So I was happy to see that. XXXX, Quad X, what? Yeah, I was actually watching this one a little bit too. There's just no liquidity on that. I would rather trade SPXL almost now. But XXXX isn't too bad. Why is Neo falling? Oh man, Jane, your guess is as good as mine, honestly. That is a pretty rough red candle, but all I can say is Neo Day needs to go well for Neo, or else we're gonna be in a world of hurt. World of hurt. Yeah, we really need Neo Day. Look at how much Neo has fallen, though, in this channel lately. Like, this red day is not too surprising. It's kind of just a normal pullback type of day. Maybe coming back down into support. Hopefully support holds, though, because I am getting a little bit worried about Neo, but I'm following the big money, so hopefully the big money is correct. We actually just had another big money play. I think it was last night on Neo with the 750 strike calls. Oh no, it was on Friday. The 7.5 calls for June. That is an awesome option to get into right now. If you guys are looking for a swing play, Especially since it got even lower now and it's down around support. It looks even better. Looks even better. No news. Yeah, I don't see any news right here. Seriously, none. I'm not seeing anything. This is like I said, this is literally just a normal move for NEO. Like, I get it that it's down 6% and it might seem like a lot, but let's go to like the hourly chart because it's like, what about this dip? Yeah, I mean, there's a 6% dip. 6% dip. What about the last time it was over here? 12% dip. What about this day? This day. Like 5 to 6% dip. I mean, it just like when the stock moves, it has some good moves, you know. It's what I'm trying to get at. So a drop like this is fairly normal for it. Which is weird to say, but it is. Do you have any plays to look for today? Jane said, I just bought that June call. My stop is kind of tight, though. Here's what I would do, Jane. I would let it play out, and I would look at the $7 support. Like, if NEO falls down to, like, 6.90 or, like, 6.80, then I would look to sell out. But if, as long as it holds this support around 7, I think you'll be good to go, Jane. You know, but what's going to suck for you is if you keep it too tight, and then it falls tomorrow and tests $7 and then ends up going up more, then that'll probably, you know, get you pretty angry. So just think about that $7 area. You gotta use that as a support here, or else, like, if your stop's above that, there's gonna probably be a problem where you end up getting hit out, just because it seems like it tests support like every other week here. NVIDIA bull flag, Llama said. Really? Is it? I gotta see this. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Not bad, not bad. I like it. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this, and it's holding the 470 support. We might actually see an intraday pop again with NVIDIA, hopefully. I like that support here. Looks nice. It kind of reminds me of AMD off support from yesterday. Holy shit, though, guys. AMD had another big green candle, 1.45% now on the day. Looking beautiful here. Come on, Meta. Meta almost looks like it wants to fall. Looks like it wants to fall, damn it. Perry said AMD is still running. Yes, it is. That's what, it has my mind blown too. I can't believe it's still going. I'm sitting here going, what? What NIO call did you buy for June? I actually bought the 9 strike because I followed the first big money play on NEO. And now the second big money play bought the closer $7.50 strike call. And I actually like the $7.50 strike call better. But maybe like a couple of each one wouldn't be bad. But I do like the $7.50 strike better. It's going to... For example, like my NEO call will do awesome if NEO like does end up really, really exploding. But in the short term, it's going to take a big hit, which sucks. Like right now, it's just sitting down like 30%. And like I just got to respect this stop down here at 7. And the theta decay is starting to eat it. So, but it goes till June, which is a good positive. Which means if it really does start to grow and get like above $10 or something, that's where we'll see like some significant gains out of these options. And for obvious reasons, you know, they're flying up. But I bought the 750. Nice, Jane. Nice. I like that. That means that you'll be able to hold it better. Mine's going to get really volatile, which sucks. But since mine's a little bit more volatile, it's as simple, though, as just simply you just don't buy as many contracts. You know, since you know it's riskier and you know your stop loss is going to be a little bit more drawn out with it, you have to calculate that when you're looking at your risk. You gotta do some math to calculate that out, but like how many contracts could you buy and stuff. Nvidia dropping. Yeah, it's probably bouncing off 230. Or I mean 470. Sorry, I got my stocks confused. Ooh, that was not a bullish flag. Looks like that was actually a bearish pennant or something. Yeah, kind of like a bearish pendant, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of flagging, though. I usually just plot these and then just wait for one direction or the other to happen. And then I just play that direction. I don't really try to guess it. Like, you know, people will say, well, that's a bull flag. That's a bear flag. It's a bull pennant, bearish pennant. It's a triangle. It's a wedge. It's a yada. It's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's fairy dust. It's not fucking real. You know, that's probably the truth. But whenever I'm looking at Nvidia and I see like flags like this, I'll just wait for the direction, you know? So it's as simple as that. Like if it would have started breaking out above here, fine. Boom. I'll just be bullish on it. If it starts falling bearish, falling under like this, bam, then you're bearish on it. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. I just applied for a junior broker position. Huge upside potential with... Sean, I thought you were literally going to say that because, like, you lost your job or something. I thought you were going to say that you literally did that. Oh, you had me really thinking that at first, Sean. I love that. Maybe that's what you should try. Norcon said, I want some Pizza Hut stuffed crust right now. Damn, that sounds really good. I would take some of that. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the stream, though, smash that like button. Let's get those like numbers up. For anyone just joining or anyone who joined up late, we had the inflation data come out this morning. The numbers came in right at expectations, and the market didn't seem to really care too much. It popped up a little bit, fell back down. Now it's kind of around break even on the day. Sitting here nice and boring for us. Even the individual stocks today are not really moving with too much momentum. I'm still keeping my eyes on TTWO with the Grand Theft Auto 6 announcement. Ah, Sean really did apply for it. There you go. Jerome Powell today, right? No, that is actually tomorrow. I'll be going live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern for that event. Xbox. I'll also be going live in the morning. I'll probably keep it nice and short in the morning, though, because I probably have to get some stuff done, but let's go, guys. Let's go. Avgo not doing a damn thing. AMD still going 136.78. Holy crap right now. Wow. AMD. AMD. What do you think about AMD so far? I think it's great. It's good for momentum. You know, it seems like every time there's a small dip, it gets bought back up really quickly. 138 to 140 is my resistance overhead. 140 is going to be huge here. If we go over to Bookmap on AMD, oh wow, 137 has 44,000 shares stacked there. So actually, you know, 137 is the biggest spot before we get to 140, but let's see how it does on Bookmap right here. You guys can watch the orders happen as they come through. If there's a big volume dot that ends up coming through right here, it means that they wiped out those sellers. Look at those buyers come in down here. Look at all the orange coming in. That's probably going to push us up through this. Yep, there we go. Just broke the resistance now. Wiped out that big stack. Let's see it. Come on, push us up through there for AMD. You can see all the orders like coming in and out up here. Evernight said, would AMD 137 calls be a good idea? Evernight, we were talking about AMD earlier. It might have been good then. Now I would say it's definitely too high now. Like, I would never be buying it here now. Intraday, never. Never, ever, ever. Now, it was looking decent. Like, earlier in the stream, I was talking about chasing some momentum up on it and stuff like that. It was looking good around then. Or maybe as it broke the high of day, like on this candle, like 930. Maybe something like right there. But right here, it's just too high. Can it keep going? Yes. Is AMD hot? Hell yeah. Really, really hot. But it's just one of those plays where you got to be able to feel out the momentum. And, you know, if you want to take like a nice quick scalp on it and get out at like 10 to 20%, you know, maybe then chase the momentum. But definitely would have rather entered earlier on like the break of yesterday's high of day, or as it broke like resistance this morning around 134. So, you know, something like that. Thoughts on Mara, M-A-R-A. Listen to this song. Holy shit. Mara. Yeah, I mean, I like it. The intraday pattern's interesting. It has a little trend going on. Let's go look at Bitcoin, because that's really where Mara's price action is going to come from. The daily Bitcoin looks like it's starting to fall off. But today, intraday, it's starting to come up a little bit off of lows. Interesting on the Bitcoin. Sold at 70%. Nice, Llama. I'd love to hear that with AMD. I think it's about done on the day, seriously. I have some, I would say like 138 would be like where I start to really think it slows up at. I really don't think that it breaks 138 today. It can, but I don't see it. I'm really hoping it slows down soon just for the sake of the intraday pattern. I don't want it to keep going because it's going to freak a lot of people out and it's going to give people FOMO, and they're all going to FOMO into it as it runs, and then they're going to, you know, screw themselves. I hate these types of setups because everybody that doesn't really, I don't want to say it too crudely, but everybody that doesn't know what they're doing, they all want to run into it at the top, you know, and it's going to fuck them really hard here once it starts coming down. Resistance on AVGO, AVGO. Oh, wow. Huge intraday resistance here. A lot of trouble breaking this right at like 1,050. Yeah, 1,050, 1,051. Definite intraday resistance. And then there's a huge resistance up here around 10,060. But so far, falling down pretty well. Rejecting. Looking good to the downside. Is Tesla in a rising wedge for the last hour? I would actually call this like a dead cat bounce type of setup. But yes, it's definitely in something. 100%. And now it's breaking it, which is actually kind of cool. Remember yesterday, guys, we were watching Amazon. Remember this? We were watching Amazon and we were waiting. Right now, Tesla is actually doing the exact thing that I wanted Amazon to do yesterday. It's breaking below that bottom trend line right there. And it's actually looking pretty damn good to the downside here. It doesn't mean it's gonna fall all day, but especially if you would have entered here for like a quick scalp, it's looking pretty damn fired. I would think Tesla could go lower. I think it could, but this is exactly what we wanted on Amazon yesterday, except Amazon ended up never breaking their level. Let's scroll back. They never broke it. They just kept holding, and then they actually ended up breaking resistance, which was nice, a nice breakout there, and then they held right here. So we would have actually flipped bullish on Amazon, but now we look at Tesla, and it's actually moving under, which is cool. So hopefully you can get some nice bearish price action so people can capitalize off some puts here. And one thing we got to watch now with this purple line is for a retest of this line. So as Tesla looks pretty bearish here, it might get slight pops back up into that line and then rejection back down again. But we just have to make sure we stay under that purple line, and that if we start to break above the purple line, if you do get puts, you'll want to cut like as it's starting to break back above the purple line, in my opinion. Good call though. I really like Tesla's setup here. It's interesting. It's a good technical pattern for people to learn as well. Like if you guys don't really do well with patterns or charting or anything like that, just watch this pattern today. Maybe act like you're taking a trade, you know, just say, hey, I'm buying it here. I'm going to put my stop somewhere up here and just let this baby go, you know, and let's see what happens. Let's see if we can reach the low of day today. That would be a good target, you know, just like try it out in your head and, you know, watch the pattern play out so that you can kind of get used to how this price action moves. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Hell yeah, I'm glad it's helping. Let's switch over maybe to... Oh, wait. What happened? Okay. Let's switch over to Boeing while that works itself out here. Boeing, another high. Gosh, dang, it just doesn't stop. I saw this hilarious video Mike posted in the in the memes portion of Discord yesterday. I want to play this for you guys ahead of Powell because I think you guys will get a kick out of this.
I cannot believe it's been... Hello, my fellow.
I think you guys will love this one. Let's see. Does he say hello, my fellow?
Regards. I cannot believe it's been a year since we've been doing these mock pre-FOMC press briefings. So let's get started, shall we? There won't be any rate hikes or cuts because my hands are tied. The rate of inflation is slowing down. Yeah, you are paying 3 times as much for food as you were 2 years ago, but you know you can still pay the tip on top of that. You dinks putting out videos about how great it is to not have any kids. This is why I must break the American middle class. You idiots are running up the Ponzi cryptos again. Good job. Yes, queens and kings. Make way for my plans of a centralized digital currency. You're just making things easier for me. I do have an announcement to make. I will be going on tour with my band soon. We are releasing our first song called JP's Got You by the Balls. Turn on the music. You guys will love it. Every call you take, every put you make, every bond you break, every spoof you fake, SEC is watching you.
That's hilarious.
Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. Fuck your puts, fuck your calls.
This is pretty good.
JP's got you by the balls. Every bid you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every spoof you fake, he'll be watching you. Oh, his name is Jerome. He'll fuck your puts till you go home. I fucking know it. Oh, how his poor heart aches. Every rate hike he makes, every call you take, every put you make, every bond you break, every spoof you fake, SEC is watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. Fuck your puts, fuck your calls. JP's got you by the balls.
Oh my god, JP, I like it.
Rolling up.
Oh my god, guys, that was something else. I have no words. I have no words. That is actually pretty funny. Pretty damn funny there. Holy shit.
Hello, my fellow regards. I cannot believe
Regards. I swear I know what they wanted to put there. I know what they wanted to put there. Boeing coming back down though. That was pretty fucking good, guys. I can't lie. Every step you take, the SEC is watching you. That's gonna be stuck in my head now all day. That shit was funny. All right, META starting to come back up a little bit. How's AMD? This SOB does nothing but go up. Whoa, excuse me. I'll definitely be watching that 138 resistance overhead, though. That's going to be super important here. That looks interesting as hell. Big area. Wonder if we'll be getting up through there or not. Hopefully we do. Just for the sake of action. But I think AMD's slowing down, though, guys. Like, I wouldn't chase this too hard here. Seriously. Check NVIDIA, NVDA. Come on now. Nice. There we go. Breaking out above the trend, guys. This is actually pretty damn good. It's holding 470. We're back above it. I actually like this, guys, for a quick scalp on NVIDIA to the upside. Maybe you could put a stop loss like under 468. Man, this looks fire. It's breaking an intraday trend. Come on, NVIDIA. Let's go. Come on, NVIDIA, let's go. That's pretty fire. It's looking good. I'm looking into my other chip stocks really quick. For all the scalpers out there, definitely keep your stop loss under 468. It's not too bad. You're not going to win on every play, but keeping that stop loss under there would be big. Yeah, why not? Come on, baby. I just want a PS5. I want one too. That's funny. I actually don't have one. I have a PS4 Pro though, and it plays everything in 4K, like just the same. I game on the computer though nowadays. I don't play those things anymore. There we go, NVIDIA. There we go. There we go. How high are we gonna get today? That's the question. I love this move though. There we go. Let's go. More the merrier, baby. It's Series X. You know, my new TV has the coolest shit ever, guys. Wait till you guys hear this. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on my TV using this thing called like Samsung Play. And it uses like the Xbox Game Pass. And I'm like streaming Grand Theft Auto, playing it on the TV. And it literally plays so good and is so smooth. I don't even think I'll ever need a console again. But obviously I want the PS5. All right, NVIDIA, come on now. Keep this up. Let's go. Let's go. How high are you gonna get for us? I'll be right back, guys. Give me about a couple minutes. AMD is right. It better be moving if NVIDIA is moving. Holy shit. Wow. A 100,000 shares are stacked up on AMD at 140 on Bookmap. Wow, I can't believe it's still going up. Now, for all of our momentum traders, if you guys entered into any of this earlier, you know, you probably cut a few. Hopefully you took profits somewhere and then you're holding a couple contracts. You know, you're scaling out a little bit. That would be an ideal way to exit on this one. Or just on any trade, really. That way you can let your runners run a little bit more. Come on now, NVIDIA. Let's go eye this one up on Bookmap. NVDA. 472 resistance overhead. Seems like it's getting wiped out a little bit, but there's a lot of resistance levels here on NVIDIA. Wow. NVIDIA is just such a big stock. The main levels are like 474, 475. It'd be nice to get there today. 474 would be a great first target to take profits at. Mike said, I cannot believe you don't have a PS5. I actually can't either. But yeah, that's the main thing, Mike, is the PC. You guys seriously should look into this new streaming shit. I'm serious. The way how I can stream the games on the TV and just play them on the TV is so nice. And I don't even have to use the computer or anything for it. It's like the TV doing it or something. It's pretty sick. But yeah, my computer has like 64 gigs of RAM. I've got the RTX 3080, which of course there's newer ones now, like the 4080 and the 4090, but mine's still super good. I've got an Intel i9 10980X or something. It's like a really good, like one of their highest core ones that they have. It's definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. And of course I bought it like right in the heart of COVID and it cost like $5 or $6 grand at the time. It was stupid. Jane said no, go up. It's gonna get volatile, Jane. It's not just gonna go straight up. Stop it with the red candle bullshit. I'm with you. Hey, you got it to stop, Jane. Good job. Keep yelling at it. Yell at it some more, please. If you guys do good on NVIDIA from the stream, I want everyone to head into the profits channel and hype up the stream, guys. A lot of people in Discord don't even know that there's a live stream. I don't know how that's possible. I post it up every day, but hype it up if you guys are doing well or it's helping you. I'll be right back, though. Give me a couple seconds, please, or a couple minutes. Got to run and do something real quick. All right, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Looks like Nvidia is still holding up fairly well right now. Still doing pretty good. I'm up around 10% on the options. Still looking fire, though. Loving this little break. All right, AMD, let's see it. How close are we to 140 now? Ooh, it almost got to 139. Almost. Now it's pulling back a little bit on us. Yeah, AMD got really close to 139. I'm very surprised that it got up this high. And now it looks like it's going to be pulling over a little bit, which might pull over Nvidia. But that SPY is looking great again. Oh my god, now it had a big red candle. That was a quick red candle, guys. The hell? That was like an instantaneous drop there. Same on Nvidia. All right, now Nvidia had that good break a minute ago. Let's hope you can get a little bit higher. Remember, it's not too bad to take profits at 10% on quick scalps like this. I'd probably jump out. Like if I had a lot of risk on this one, I'd probably jump out. I don't know how risky you guys go on these types of plays, but I would probably hop out at 10%. At least like a couple contracts and then let a couple go maybe, you know, something like that. Looking good though, looking good. All right, come on now. Don't do this to us, Nvidia. This is obviously the chop zone. I think we're definitely nearing the end of this little zone though, so should start to get the breakout pretty soon. Or break down, you know, depending on the direction, but Chews popcorn loudly. Neo's not holding up. You just entered Neo for June, Jane. Don't even worry. You need to like just act like Neo didn't happen now. You know? Just act like Neo did not happen. Because it'll probably come back down and retest $7 again. I mean, maybe. But you seriously, you gotta act like Neo just did not happen just now. Just come back in a month and be like, oh, that's right, I had Neo. You know, that's kind of what you need to do on this one. She goes, I still hodl. I know, I don't want you to get so discouraged on day one that you're like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna exit or something. That's cool, though. I'm glad you're still in. Hope you keep sticking with it. AMD 140 puts, is it good now? I'll tell you what. The puts are not bad, SM. I'll tell you what. If you get puts here, I think you'll end up winning on them. I think you'll end up winning. Seriously. I don't see AMD getting above 140. You might want to wait till it literally gets to 140, or I don't know. You could front run it here a little bit, but I am definitely thinking puts as well. It might go up a little bit more, but here's kind of like what I'm looking for here on this one. Something like, you know, something kind of like this today. So I think that you can definitely enter some puts on that downtrend right there. Looking great though, AMD. Holy crap. It literally just does not stop ever. Neo never happened, it's in the Matrix. Exactly. Exactly, Jane. It is. Dang, Nvidia's having problems getting through this channel. Testing the lower side now. Hopefully it keeps holding this. Thoughts on Apple right now? I think it might try to break some resistance. AAPL. Apple. Yeah, looks like it's trying. I like this resistance right around 193.50. It looks pretty good. I would say Apple looks like it's trying to run. It could reject off this, but I don't know, it looks fairly bullish to me. I would definitely wait for it to break, though, the high of day here before trying to run into any calls or anything, though, that's for sure. Would definitely wait. Honestly, though, I only spent a few hundred on it, so even if I lost 100%, it won't be a big deal. I have had days where I lost 600 on a trade. It was brutal. I know, right, Jane? I mean, sometimes that's how it is. Neo's actually one of the safer plays lately that we've seen, considering where you can keep the stop, but a few hundred on that one could go a long way, Jane. Like, I think that one could turn into, like, you know, a few $100 could maybe turn into like 1,000 or like 1,200 or something on that one. Maybe like 3x or 4x at Jane. If Neo starts to really bounce off support. Let me go see if my tea's done. Hang on. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Let's go, NVIDIA. I came back to some nice movement here. Hey, looking fire. Go more, Tom. Get his Meow Mix. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe I should go get something else to eat. That's funny. Let's go, though, NVIDIA. Beautiful move there. Beautiful. Love to see that. Let's see, where are we getting to? Where are we getting to? Okay. See what happens here. Ooh, I'm trying to exit at 15% right here, but it's it might not let me get filled. Oh, did I miss the exit by a minute? Oh, no. No, I tried. Oh, man, I just tried to exit right there. And damn it. Literally, like, oh, that's too bad. Tried to take 15% right there really fast. That sucks. Wow, that really sucks. That really sucks right there. Sometimes that's trading right there. You know, that's trading. For real. Jane says, thanks for the live. I know, right? I know, right? Me regretting not getting calls on Nvidia because I thought profit margins would be small. They were pretty small. They were small. I was trying to take 15%, but looks like I'm going to be hopping out now for like 3%. Yeah. Well, at break even at least, but probably 3 or 5% or something. That sucks. That sucks. Happens though. That's trading. You know, that's trading. Tried to get that order in when I saw the price action and just missed it by like a second, you know? Wondering how much do you usually use per trade? It really depends. It really depends how much it depends on how convicted I am on the trade. Like, for example, if I really think that I'm going to win, I might go in a little deeper. If I think it's going to be a little bit worse, I might take it lighter. You generally don't want to do that. But, like, if I see a setup and I think that it's not as risky, and the main thing here is risk. Like with Nvidia like this, like it's pretty risky. So not a huge position, somewhere like 1 to 2,000 on something like this. But like on something like, let's say like DraftKings for like the longer term with like selling options on it and stuff. I mean, you're talking like 20s, 30s, 40s, thousands of dollars, you know, throughout different accounts and stuff. And, you know, bigger trades like, you know, VOO and stuff. But I would say, like, generally, like, you know, $500 to $3,000 positions, depending on how risky you want to get or something, is probably a pretty good way to start or a good way to go. The big thing is just keeping your account risk down, right? Like, you don't want to be risking, like, you know, like 20% of your whole account on one play. If you can keep it to like a 2% account risk or a 1% account risk and you're trading with like 3 or 4 grand or 5 grand at a time, I mean, that's pretty damn good. Like if you're trading with like 3 grand and you make 20% in a day, you know, that's like a little over $500. That's pretty damn good. If you're trading with 5 grand and you make 20% that day, you're looking at like $1,000 a day. I mean, that is really good numbers. So you don't have, you know, some people are kind of silly and they'll be putting like 20 grand into each options play and stuff. And, you know, maybe they're just bazillionaires or something. But at the end of the day, it's about being smart. I did hop out of Nvidia, but it is coming back now. So if you're still in it, you could, you know, it looks like it's coming back fairly well now, but I hopped out. I think I took like 4% on that one now. Kind of shitty the way the price action played out, but I really wish it would have let me fill it at the 15%. It was right there on the ask. Oh, it was like right. It was right there too. It just wasn't getting any fills. I'm holding smart opt out. That sucks. Yeah, we could be going back up. Hulk, smash the like button, Xbox. Exactly, that's trading. I appreciate you guys joining up today, though, seriously. Make sure you're here tomorrow. We're going to have Powell's event live. It's going to be a really fun one, so make sure you guys are here. I really appreciate you guys sticking with us today, having some fun with the live trade and everything. Looking fun, so have a great rest of your day, guys. Apple's breaking resistance. Maybe this could be a good play here for the end of the day. Let's go. Have a good one, though, guys. I'll see you in the Discord. Remember, if you want to join up in the premium, use code 2023 and check out the link I'm about to send in the chat. You get access to a whole bunch of great stuff. AMD, what's going on? It's almost a 140. That's huge here, AMD. AMD at 140. Let's switch over to it. I think AMD is about done here. Might even be a good short opportunity sitting right there. Jason just really loves AMD. Love it. SM says Tom Best. Appreciate you, SM. You're making me think of that short now on AMD. It sounds pretty fire, SM. I think that if you entered now's a great entry point for some puts on AMD if you guys are wanting to play this resistance touch. Let's go, though. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I will talk to you later. Have a great one. Seriously, walk away with those profits. If you guys did well from the stream, make sure you give it some hype and some love in the profits channel. You might even win Member of the Day. I know, right, Jason? I need to. See you guys.